Welcome to another episode of Cars and Coffee, baby. Cars and Coffee. Today's coffee, I got to tell you, it's by the way, Rick and Ross. Rick and Ross. It's Ross the boss.
From DiecastTV.
DiecastTV. We're the founders of DiecastTV. Rick and Ross on there. You know, we'll talk about the collection because last episode we talked about you bought a few hundred cars.
Yeah.
Well, we forgot to tell you we got like 200, 300,000 cars in the room back there.
Yeah, we call it the vault.
The vault. And by the way, what it reminds me of is the Indiana Jones episode, the last frame. Yeah. You know, when they were putting away whatever that was.
Slides underneath,
and there's like a billion. That's the vault.
Yeah, that's
and seriously, if you ever want it, people always on the show go, "Hey, can you get me a first edition red Camaro?" No, who can go into the Indiana Jones vault and go find that? So that's why sometimes we can't grab the cars so fast because there's a lot of them.
We have a lot of them.
A lot of cars.
Yeah.
And actually, we may have the largest collection in the world. We don't brag about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But
we're that crazy. We don't want everyone else to know. So don't tell anybody we have
maybe not the most valuable. We probably got the most cars.
We have the most cars for sure. But don't tell anybody. It's a secret. Shh. We're crazy. All right, coffee.
Yes.
I want to talk about today's coffee is 8 o'clock coffee. And let me tell you about 8 o'clock coffee. This was our childhood coffee because back in the old days, back in the 70s and stuff, you couldn't get 8 o'clock coffee. This was AMP. What was the AMP stand for?
Yeah, Atlantic and Pacific.
Atlantic and Pacific.
Trading company.
That's right. That. They had grocery stores.
Yeah,
and our mom and dad loved 8 o'clock coffee. That's all they drank is 8 o'clock coffee. Remember the old machines? Remember they used to get the...
Yeah, I used to go. They asked us to go get some coffee. Here's $5. Okay. So I go get like a pound of coffee, and you got to put it in this big machine. When did our parents become Arabs? Yeah, well, $5. Well, they have the accent, right? So.
Oh, yeah, accent, yeah.
I'll just try something. But there's a machine that you pour the thing in, you find out the grind, what you want.
The dials. The dials on the side. It was a big dial.
And when you put the bag underneath, it started grinding.
And it was coffee everywhere. Like, it was the messiest machine you ever saw.
This cross-contamination of coffee going on the whole time.
For sure, cross-contamination. Yeah, I remember. And then you have to redo the thing. And I was a kid. One time I spilled all the beans on the floor. Because of course I missed the sleeve thing because you had to pour it in, and then I had to put the sleeve underneath.
I think it's because adults are supposed to do it, not kids.
Yeah, we had our bikes. I had a bike. I had a Schwinn or something. I had a banana seat.
You were the lucky one. I had a BMX bike though.
You had a BMX?
Yeah.
We didn't. When I was born a kid, we didn't have no BMX.
Yeah.
We had no suspension, no brakes, no steering. I had steering.
I had Oakley handles.
Oakley handles.
Oh, man, that was awesome.
I had a big banana seat, the banana handlebars
stuff,
on there. We used to put the hockey cards in the thing.
Yeah, I had hockey cards. I had a hockey card in my thing.
Gretzky rookie doesn't matter.
I kept my rest.
Anyways, after 8, that's 8 o'clock, not after 8. That's a mint. That's a mint. 8 o'clock coffee.
8 o'clock coffee. Cheers.
It's not the Kenyan coffee, but it reminds me of childhood.
Yeah.
Speaking of childhood. I remember. You guys remember your first Hot Wheel? I remember my first Hot Wheel because I'm 62 years old, I think, something like that. Anyways, I was 8 years old. I was born in 1960, so I'm 8 years old in 1968, right?
Yep.
So our dad was a custom car painter. I guess it's your dad too.
Yeah.
On there, I'm pretty sure.
I was born in 68, just
68. The year of
I'm the year of
Hot Wheels, and I was old enough to buy the first Hot Wheel. And so, anyways, my dad was a custom car painter, and he got his money in an envelope, cash.
That's cool.
I
would have thought that was gangster.
It was like $80 or something for the whole week on there. Back in the old day, they bought a house for, I think it was a house $16,000 or something, the first house they bought.
I don't mind. I think that's what it was.
And
we'd have to ask him.
And my dad had a 62 Impala, was it? 62?
Yeah.
62 Impala, custom painted, it was killer. Anyways, he took $1 out of the bag, and we used to go down to James Street in Hamilton, Ontario. They're across the street from the market, kind of downtown Hamilton, Ontario. Steeltown, right? Steeltown. Hamilton Ticats. Remember that?
Husky wee wee.
Husky wee wee. Husky wawa. Tiger Cats eat them raw. And it's kind of weird, isn't it? You know that Tiger Cats are like one of the oldest professional teams in the world?
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
The CFL is one of the oldest leagues in the world. Yeah, just so you know.
Interesting.
Anyways, cars. So I went to the toy store, and I used to buy every Friday because we used to pick up. My dad used to pick me up, and then we used to go to pick up my mom from the hairdressing salon in Westdale, Ontario, where she had a hairdressing salon. And I got a Hot Wheel every Friday. And then you got a hand-me-down 8 years later.
Later down, down the road, I got hand-me-downs.
Anyways, lots of controversy about Hot Wheels. We're talking about the origin story. Let's continue it.
Yeah.
Anyways, in the Sweet 16,
right.
One of the folklores, the lores.
Yeah, there's a little folklore behind it,
Yeah.
Of what's his name?
Bradley. Henry Bradley.
Henry Bradley.
Anyways, he works for General Motors.
Yep.
He's got polio too, by the way. And this is the lore. He had a cane. And before the 68 Corvette was ever introduced,
67, when they're like doing the designs and all that stuff.
When you're drinking beers back there, and hey George, what do you think of this design? No, I don't like it. Anyway, they're working out the design. They probably have that clay thing. Ever see the commercial? The clay, they're carving the clay or something, or making it out of wood. I have no.
Anyway, that's a big piece of clay.
It's a big piece of clay. That's right. They must do it though. And they have the wooden tunnel
to
see
design. But that was like pretty cool. 68.
Yeah. So the guy has the 68 Corvette plans and knows the final plans that General Motors is going to release in the following year. So, anyways, he ends up working for Hot Wheels before that happens.
Yep.
Sneaks the plans out. Hot Wheels introduces the custom Corvette before General Motors does.
Plans out in his cane. Super gangster.
It's like super spy
Undercover spy stuff. Walks out, got the things, and next thing you know, the Hot Wheels produces
the 68
Corvette before it actually was out in the market.
I bet you
How did they know?
General Motors guys are pissed at this point, going, "What the hell goes on?" They go riding there, and I bet you Ira Guilford and Bradley and the boys are just laughing.
They're just laughing. They got a cool car before the actual car company puts it out. But I think it works with an advantage because, of course, kids started talking about, adults started talking about this new Corvette that's coming out, and then, of course, a couple months later, they released the Corvette, and voila.
Where'd you get this Corvette? Cool, it's kind of rough, but
Yeah, it's a little rough one. It's in our it's in our collection of stuff that
it's probably worth $100 or so. What do you think? $100?
Yeah, something like that. But wheels are easy to sometimes we can fix those kind of things.
Is this yours?
This is part of the shows. So it is available for purchase if somebody wants to do it. Oh, hey, by the way, why don't you watch and like us all the time? Hit the notification thing on like YouTube or Twitch or any of that kind of stuff. It tells you, hey, we're on.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, do it all the time.
Yeah,
because you don't want to miss a show because we're that fun.
We're a lot of fun.
And we drink coffee and we have cars.
Tim Hortons.
Tim's. We'll talk about Tim Hortons coffee the next time. Anyways, watch Diecast TV. Tune in for the next Cars and Coffee as we get some childhood memories. 8 o'clock coffee right here on Cars and Coffee.